Live right now. You want to switch it around?
Yeah.
You just turn it around and you film it. Because we're live. Loud?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's weird. Okay, yeah.
That's not gonna work.
What are you watching though? Is that your laptop?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. You got to go turn the volume down or something.
Okay.
Hang on, I'll be right back. Guys, we're figuring this out. Stay with us. How are we doing this?
Okay.
Use my keys to prop it up or something. Well, that way I could see myself. Yeah, there we go.
And I'll just read you the
comments. Okay, grab a chair and do that. Make sure they can see me.
Okay, hold on. No, not yet.
Not
Guys,
yet.
this is a work in progress.
I don't even know. The last 20 minutes have
Unction
been insane.
At its finest.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
Look at this setup.
How we doing?
Yeah, you're
Can y'all hear me?
We Gucci.
Listen to it on the phone so you can actually tell if you hear me or not. Because I want to know. Guys, if you're watching, we're figuring this thing out. Welcome to Hot Wings Wednesday. This is day one of the 6, 7, or 8 week quarantine daily info, whatever it is. I don't know what you want to call it. Destiny and I are figuring this thing out. We're going to do stuff like this every single day with y'all so y'all can stay entertained. What's that? Destiny's trying to signal at me and I don't bring the hand.
Keep going.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying keep introducing for like 2 minutes while we wait for other
keep
people.
Keep introducing for like 2 minutes while we wait for other people. Okay, see how words work? Okay, so basically, if you tuned in last night, you know what we're doing. We're eating hot wings today. I cooked a bunch of hot wings with these different hot sauces right here. I got the hottest ones that I could find. These, starting like here, they get pretty hot. These 3 are going to be pretty mild. And we'll see how it goes. This isn't even a hot sauce. This is something that Destiny's dad had. Rolling hot chili oil.
It's actually from,
So
it's Korean.
There we go. It's Korean.
Yep.
So we'll see how that goes. I got the wings right here. I cooked them kind of in a hurry today, but we'll make it happen. But what we're going to do is I'm going to eat through these wings, take my time with it. I'll eat the ones that are good. The other ones I'll just take a bite of if it's not good. I don't care how hot it is. We'll see how that goes. But I also want to answer your questions, and Destiny is going to help me out with that. She's taking pictures right now, but in just a second, we're going to start answering some questions. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're figuring it out. Y'all don't even know. So like we, last night with the live stream, we had our whole tech team. They had like the cameras. They had that big crane that swings around. They had mic people. They had people up in the booth, like doing all this stuff. So they had it all figured out. So when it came time to live stream, there was no problems. Well, today, I get here, we got here 30 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Like 1:30?
I've been here for a little longer.
I was here this morning. Okay. She's saying, she was like, oh, I've been here, whatever.
I have been. I've been here.
But we got here like 30 minutes ago. We're like, all right, let's go to the Plex. Let's figure out a place. Like, and I get on YouTube to try to live stream, and it says you don't have enough, like you don't fit our standards for mobile live streaming. You can't do this. So we start panicking. We're FaceTiming people, all this stuff. Our boy Justin, who's our online campus
Praise
pastor,
God,
helped us figure it out. But literally 2 minutes ago, we figured it out and got it working. And the camera's facing the wrong way, and we have my laptop propped up on an oven mitt. Like it.
This is high school ministry, y'all.
Yeah, this is how we're doing it. But we're having fun. So, all right, I'm gonna pray us in, and then Destiny, you want to grab a seat? You can just prop yourself up right there.
Sounds good.
And Destiny's going to read through the comments and the questions, and I'll answer any question that y'all have. If you don't have any, I don't know what the heck I'm going to do.
I'll start asking questions.
Yeah, she'll ask questions, but that's what we'll do. So nice, knock yourself over. You want to close that in case some random strangers try to walk in the Plex. All right, let's pray. Lord, we love you. I thank you so much for the time that we have together where we just get to have fun. Lord, I know we're quarantined. I know it's kind of a weird season, but Lord, we know that you're with us, and so we ask that you protect us, watch over us. I pray that we grow closer to you today. I pray that you give me the wisdom to answer these questions. I pray that they ask questions, dear Lord. So right now we love you, praise you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. All righty. So Mackenzie Bigler with the first question.
What up?
If you could visit anywhere, do you have your first sauce? What's your first sauce?
First sauce is just a normal wing sauce from Sprouts. This is the most mild one that I'll do today.
All right.
It smells a little weird, but we'll try it out.
Alrighty, so the first question is, if you could visit anywhere in the world with 2 people, who would you take and where would you go? Budget aside.
Wow, great question. This is a good sauce, actually. Now it's a little spicier than I thought it was going to be.
Is it like Buffalo Wild Wings? Compare.
It's like B-Dub's medium sauce.
Okay.
Yeah. Where would I go with 2 people?
Yeah.
Assuming that I'm married, I'm taking Jordan. I'll answer it twice because if I'm married, I'm not going anywhere without Jordan.
Good answer.
And I could go anywhere. So if I'm married, it's going to be Jordan and I, and anyone else. See, it's weird because most of my friends are married, and so I couldn't just take one of them. Oh, that's tough. They have to be alive.
No, so you can.
I can take anyone in history.
Why not? Why not?
Why not? Oh, that's tough. No, we'll do it live.
Okay,
We'll do
live.
it live. Probably one of my nieces and nephews. The oldest one is Eli, maybe her little sister. Yeah, probably Peyton or Eli. Peyton is her 5-year-old sister. Eli is my nephew, and we'd go somewhere crazy. Or if it had to be an adult, then I'd probably choose like Nick Saban, the football coach for Alabama, which one of that.
I love that.
If Jordan and I are not married, then I'm going with my boy Johnny and Landon, my 2 best friends from back home, or I'm going with my cousin Sterling and my childhood best friend Collier Kaufman. One of those 4 guys. And we would go to, if it was Jordan and I, we've always wanted to go to New York City for like Christmas time. So we'd probably go there if it was just us 2.
Out of all the places in the world.
I know, but just because it's just us 2 and we're not married yet. So that sounds like fun.
Okay.
But I love adventure. I've always wanted to go to like Scotland, Ireland. I've always wanted to go scuba diving off the Great Barrier Reef in Australia.
That'd be dope.
If it was Landon, Johnny, and I, we'd probably go camping up in Alaska or go to Scotland or Ireland or something like that. So, yeah, good question, Mac.
That was a good question.
It's not a bad wing right here. It's cold.
It's cold?
Mm-hmm. I cooked it a couple hours ago.
So are we asking one question per wing?
No.
Or keep going?
I'm just eating, yeah.
All right.
Supposedly these are going to get
You are
spicy.
living your best life right
Same
now.
bad.
Like
Same
this
bad.
is a dream for you. Okay. Everyone's responding saying that you should have had milk, which they're not wrong.
Y'all don't even know. I just got water from the faucet in the bathroom. We're
That's
not that
disgusting.
fancy. I'll get milk next week.
Okay, Mason Bell wants to know what your shoe size is.
It's a great question, Mason. I am size 14. I don't know if it says it in here. Size 14 wearing the Crocs today. 14 in most shoes, 13 in athletic shoes because I like my shoes a little smaller when I'm playing sports and running around. So it's a weird question, but sure.
All right, Andrew Valdez, what's better, Cali or Bama?
Before I answer that, I'm on to my second sauce, Louisiana wing sauce. Louisiana does it right. This is my all-time favorite hot sauce, by the way, so I'm excited for this. And this is the wing sauce version of that, so I'm excited.
Okay.
Which is better.
And that's less hot, the original?
No. What?
The original is less hot?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Because this is like wing sauce, so it's got butter and stuff in it. This is just straight up hot sauce.
Mm.
Which one's better, Cali or Alabama? I mean, I absolutely love Cali. My job's here. My fiance's here. My new family and friends are here. I love the fact that I have mountains and the beach. I like the food here.
HSM is here.
HSM is here. I said my job. That counts. But Alabama's home. You know, I miss the green, I miss the South, I miss the weather, I miss all that stuff. So believe it or not, I miss the weather. The weather here is like people move from all over the world for the weather here. It's overhyped. I like the fact that Alabama has seasons, but Cali's great.
So you didn't answer the question. What's better?
Alabama.
Alabama. All right. Mason Bell.
Racing again.
Who is your favorite I can't speak. JHM student.
JHM student?
JHM.
Oh man, I don't know many JHM students.
Not yet, because y'all are coming to us in a few months, 8th graders.
Oh man, I see. That's what I'm. Probably Noah Murray. I mean, I know Noah.
There you go.
Or Maya, Noah or Maya, or Caleb Roberts, stud.
Who's your favorite JHM leader?
JHM leader, Stove, Pastor Steve. You want me to say your boyfriend? By the way, do they know that?
Oh, I know.
Well, they do now.
They sure do.
Destiny, by the way, if you don't know, has a boyfriend.
It's a Christmas miracle.
This is the second time I've
You've
exposed
exposed
you. We were in an all-staff meeting the other day, and no one on our staff knew. And I just was like, by the way, Destiny has a boyfriend. We were like praising God for these things that God was doing in all these people's lives and stuff. And people were like, yeah, this person got baptized. This person got saved. And I'm like, Destiny got a boyfriend. Yeah, she's dating Jake Brummett. That's his last name, right?
Yeah.
Tall guy, serves at JHM. So I got a lot of favorite
You
junior
do.
hires and junior high leaders, but Stowe's my boy. So
Yeah, he's great. He's great for show. All right. Wow, so many questions. I love it.
I love it.
Michael Bolton said, is he wearing slippers? Those are Crocs. But I mean, very similar.
Crocs, not slippers, because they got athletic mode.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
If you could, this is a really good one. If you could relive any high school / college memory that you haven't shared before, I'm going to preface that one. What would it be?
They didn't say that you haven't shared before.
No, I'm saying.
High school, it's got to be something with basketball. Yeah, there was a moment when I was a sophomore in high school, and it was really my first varsity game, one of my first varsity games, and I hit like 7 threes in one game, and it was really cool because I wasn't supposed to play, and then I just kind of went off. That was a cool moment.
Also, guys, I just want you to know that Sawyer's still really good at basketball.
Mm-hmm.
You really are. I was shocked. I thought you couldn't ball, but you can.
Haters gonna hate.
Anyways.
So probably that or something senior year. Senior year was a fun year for me in high school. I really didn't do much. I had like 2 study halls, and even 2 of my classes that were classes weren't classes. And I just played basketball, and that was fun. So probably one of my favorite memories from high school was, my senior year of basketball. I would relive that. College memory, this one's cool. So freshman year, so y'all know I love Alabama football. I grew up going to Bama games and all that stuff, but I had never been to an Iron Bowl. The Iron Bowl is Alabama versus Auburn. It's what people live for, die for. It's like, it's everything. And I had never been to one before because tickets are insane. Well, my freshman year, actually preface, my senior year of high school, the worst part of my senior year, worst part of high school, Auburn won on a last-second kick return to win the game. We had 1 second left. Bama kicked like a 56-yard field goal to win the game. It was tied. If we missed it, we go to overtime. If we make it, we win. I've never seen this happen before, but Auburn caught it in the end zone because we missed the field goal, but they can catch it, and they returned it 109 yards to win the game. They stormed the field. It was awful. So my freshman year of college, Auburn comes to Tuscaloosa to play Alabama. I think we're number 4. They're number 2. Winner goes to the SEC championship and then the national championship, and it's insane and all this stuff. And I remember being in the stadium, and we packed it out. They did it over capacity. I remember sitting in my seat, and I was on the edge seat, and there were 6 people standing between me and the next. There's like in the stairs right here because they had oversold the game. And it was insane. It was the loudest game I've ever been to. And I remember it was the highest scoring Iron Bowl in history. There was like 97 points scored from both teams. Like, it was crazy. And we ended up winning, going on to the SEC championship, beat Florida, then went on to the national championship, beat Clemson in the national championship to win the 16th national championship and the first of my college career as an Alabama student. So that was I would relive that game, that moment. That was cool. Yeah.
That sounds like a good time.
It was fun.
All right. What Netflix shows / movies have you been watching recently?
Netflix shows / movies. I don't watch a lot of TV. I don't have a lot of time for that. Only times that I really do are one when I need white noise while I'm studying or working in my office because I'm so ADHD. I like having things going on that kind of distract me. If that's the case, I just throw them in the office, which I do not condone because it is not appropriate. I have to say that because some parents are going to get mad. But I do watch The Office. It's hilarious to me.
I feel like you watch a lot of movies, though, too.
I do watch movies, so that's the thing. When I go home, I'd rather watch a movie than a show. So the last movie that I watched, I just watched Shawshank Redemption because it's on Netflix again, and I love that movie. We just went and saw Invisible Man the other day.
Oh, how was it?
In theaters. Really cool, really good. Not as cheesy as I thought it was going to be. It was me and Jordan and I, and then Pastor Steve and Jessica, his fiance. So yeah, I like movies more than shows.
What is your greatest fear?
Sharks, but I also love sharks. I'm terrified of them, but they fascinate me. My family, we have a beach condo in Florida. You guys know this. And we always watch Shark Week while we're at the beach. It'd be funny. We'd watch this documentary about shark attacks, and then we'd go snorkeling. It was just like,
what a concept.
I'm terrified of sharks. I also hate snakes.
Oh yeah.
That's because I'm from Alabama and there's snakes everywhere.
What kind of snakes?
Rattlesnakes, copperheads, cottonmouths.
Oh yeah, no.
Watermarks and all that stuff. Snakes, copperheads.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. Other than that, not much. Yeah,
Sawyer is pretty fearless, or he'll turn his greatest fear into something fun.
I'm scared of heights, but I love heights.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
All right, and that was by Michael Bolton. Jillian said, if you were to become a billionaire, what would you spend your money on?
Experiences. I'm not big on I say I'm not big on toys, and yet there's But the thing about the one wheel and the thing about some of the toys that I have, it's more about the experience. Like I would much rather.
That's true.
I'd much rather spend $1 million on a trip than I would $1 million on a house. Like I do love the fact that a house is an experience. Jordan and I are apartment hunting, and that's been fun. But like over getting a fancy car, I'd probably spend a lot of that money on. I'm going to rent out a jet for my friends and I. We're going to go on this trip. We're going to go see this game, go see this concert, go do something like that. So if I was a billionaire, most of my money would probably go towards 1, trips and vacations. 2, this is going to sound very pastoral. I love blessing people. I know this sounds like very I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm a Christian, whatever. I have a bad habit of giving my money away to people. Buying lunches, true. I love it. It's so much fun to me. So a lot of my money would go towards that, towards giving to the church, towards Boldly Blessed, towards whatever it is, charity, stuff like that. Yeah.
Cade said, what's up, Pastor Sawyer?
Cade, my guy, let's play hockey soon. I'll crush you. Or what's the thing that they play on Thursdays? The game?
The video game?
Rocket League.
Oh, you know what? That actually goes into our next question. Riley said, what is your favorite video game?
I'm not a big video game guy. I'm terrible at video games. I don't like being bad at stuff. I like being good at stuff. And so the fact that I'm bad at video games bothers me. Growing up, my favorite video game was, that was a good wing, by the way.
Yeah, which one? The hot sauce?
Yeah. Didn't taste like a normal
wing. Are you
wing.
starting to sweat yet, or is it not bad?
No, but it is getting, those
We're getting there.
Combined are pretty bad. This one kind of turns the page a little bit. I always played Star Wars Battlefront on the PlayStation 2. I love that game. And then we play Mario Kart on the Wii. In fact, my cousin and I, it's funny because I remember playing Mario Kart on the Wii. It was the first ever live game that we played with other people from around the world. And we would wait until it was middle of the night because it would be all the people from Asia. I know that sounds but it was we would play against these people that were super, super good. And we loved it. We ended up being, both of us separately were ranked worldwide. I don't even remember what we were, but we were, in the hundreds, but it was cool. We love that game. Other than that, I'm not great at mini games.
Not a big video gamer. All right. So they're saying that they want to see me and you try the last wing, which I don't know about all that, guys. I didn't really sign up for that.
I like it. I don't know how bad it'll be.
Oh, I'm not ready.
So this one's kind of a toss-up. This is the last one.
Okay.
This one I know to be extremely hot.
Okay.
This is the one that I bought yesterday that the guy says the hottest in there. This one's not bad.
Okay, well, you guys, when we get to the last one, y'all better ask a great question. A really great question. I'm down.
Okay.
I'm going to regret that.
That's it. Good job, guys.
All right. The next one is, do you have a favorite stuffed animal? Or do you have a stuffed animal? Or did you have a stuffed animal?
I don't have a stuffed animal. The closest thing I have to a stuffed animal is Kaylee and her parents gave me a little care package from Chick-fil-A. That one's hot. I'm starting to sweat. That one's bad. These were fun. Woo!
No, that one is a super hot one. That's why I was surprised.
Is that the hot one? I put this one up here. That one's hot. It took a second too to kick in. I wasn't even aware of it. In this care package, Kaylee's dad gave me a little stuffed cow. That's the only one. Oh, look, a squirrel.
A squirrel?
Yeah, it was literally a squirrel that just ran across. I just never seen a squirrel here. Sorry, guys. I never had a stuffed
ADHD.
animal growing up. My sister did. She had like a little baby doll. Yeah, no.
No,
Mm-mm.
that wasn't your thing.
No. I'm trying to think that I want to give him a better answer than that because I don't know. I always just like playing with like a basketball. I did have a basketball that I took everywhere with me.
You also had like dogs, like actual animals. So I feel like
You don't need no stuffed animal.
no. When you
The
have
first
a
dog we had was a golden retriever named Noelle. We got her on Christmas Day.
Oh,
Yeah, sweet, sweet dog. We did not do a good job taking care of her. So by the time she got pretty old, she was really out of shape and we had to put her down. It was really sad. But
because did you feed her food?
we didn't exercise with her. The only exercise she got was when we'd play with her in the yard. We never took her on walks and stuff. So she got pretty fat and kind of her knees gave out and she couldn't do much. So yeah.
Excluding worship music, what is your favorite genre of music? With that, I'm going to add to make things a little more interesting. Oh wait, we can't play music. Will we get?
No, we'll get kicked off. Yeah.
Okay, JK.
But you can ask me what my favorite song is.
What's your favorite song and sing it?
Excluding worship, I'm going to answer the worship part because that is my favorite genre of music. I listen to it more than anything else. My favorite worship song right now is Graves in the Gardens. I heard it a while ago and they did a live version of it, and I've been waiting for it to come out, and it finally came out this week. If you haven't heard it, Graves in the Gardens, Elevation Worship, incredible.
HSM, we gonna be playing it when we resume.
Yeah. You turn graves into gardens.
Worship arts, where you at? I don't know if you should be a Sawyer. Be a Sawyer. I don't know if you should be a.
turn seas into highways.
I think
You're the only one who can. Other than that,
I think you should be a worship pastor.
I think so. I can do it.
I think so.
I'm a terrible singer, but every once in a while I accidentally hit a good note. And the other day was really funny.
How do you know you hit a good note?
Because the other day I was practicing my lines for something in the worship center while like Laura and Sarah, some worship leaders for us, were in there. And they were like playing the outro to one of the songs and I sang the last line and apparently I hit it. I don't know, but apparently I did. And they both like looked at me and was like, "Can you sing?" I was like,
I don't know. Guys, comment down below. Can he sing?
What you think? Other than that, my favorite genre is definitely country. But here's one. So I don't know what to call this genre. It's kind of like folk music, which I know sounds really weird, but I love it. It's my playlist that gets me really like, whenever I travel, whenever I fly, whenever I'm on road trips, I listen to it. It gets me kind of thinking and dreaming. And I guess it's kind of like folk, but it's like, it's got like some Mumford & Sons in there. It's got
Mumford's good.
It's got a band that I really like called Cant, CAAMP. I like that stuff, but yeah, country or that. I don't really like rap. I do like classic rock and roll. Like I listen to a lot of AC/DC. Yeah.
Country music.
Yeah.
All right. How do you share? This is a really good question, Mac. How do you share personal struggles without sounding selfish?
Which one am I on? Am I on this one?
I think so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's not as spicy as this one. It doesn't taste very good either.
Oh.
I don't know which one this is.
Year to bomb is going to be a no for us.
Is that your bomb? Yeah. Not all right. This one's going to be interesting. I'm not excited for those.
All right, back to the deep question.
Yeah, sorry, Mac. What's the question? How do you share personal struggles without being selfish?
That's a good question.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I think it is a good question, and I love your heart, Mac. We've talked about this before, about your heart for people. I love it. If y'all don't know Mac, get to know Mac. She loves people.
Yeah. She has a lot of wisdom, too.
She does. She's selfless, and that is a rare trait to have these days, and I love that. Mm-hmm. Honestly, a lot of people don't even want to share their problems in a healthy manner. A lot of people want to complain. Complaining is different than exposing things that you're going through and struggling with. Because a lot of people will complain about their situation or complain about something, but never sit down and actually talk about their problems. There's a difference there. If you ever find yourself in a situation, you're saying, "Oh, why does it have to be this way? I wish it was different." And you're telling people like, "Oh, I can't believe we have to go to this camp. I can't believe they're not letting us have our phones. I can't," whatever. That's selfish. But then to sit down with someone and say, hey, can I talk to you about something that I'm struggling with or dealing with? Or if you're in a conversation, you say, one of the things, I do this a lot. If you know me, I'm very open about just things that I go through and deal with. I think that's a good way to do it, because I could be having a conversation and someone could tell me, oh, you know what, I'm struggling with doubt, or I'm struggling with comparison. And I kind of have a second. That's one of the things that I struggle with, to be honest with you. And it's honestly, like I compare myself to a lot of pastors because I want to be a better pastor. And oh, wow, it's just something that I struggle with. And so how do I share things that I'm going through in a selfless manner, not selfishly? Don't complain, but talk about your problems and bring people along with you. Let them know that they're useful in your life. Hey, I really value your opinion. If someone comes to me and says, hey, I need your help with something, I promise you there's not a single thing that I could be doing that I wouldn't drop it to come and help.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan knows that. If I'm hanging out with Jordan and a student texts me, it's like, hey, I need you with something, she understands that I'm going to text them back. So if you go to someone and you want to talk about your problems, tell them, hey, I really value you in my life. I need some help. Can we talk about this thing? That is not selfish. That is what God calls us to do. Scripture very clearly calls us out, expose our problems. He gave us community so that we could talk about that stuff. That's why I talk about it all the time at HSM. So that is not a selfish thing to do at all. Good question, Matt.
Yeah, conversating versus complaining.
Conversing.
Huh?
Is it conversing or conversating?
It's definitely conversing.
I don't know.
Guys, I need to graduate college. Conversing
over complaining.
There you go.
Yeah.
This is a really good one, Miguel. Miguel, I miss you. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, we got camp, dude. If you guys missed out on camp, you're going to want to sign up next year. I'm just saying, it was so much fun. But Miguel said, which is a really, really great question. What would you say to your younger self? But are you okay?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to narrow that in. If you could tell your younger self one thing, maybe your high school self, what would it be?
Man, that's a good question. I would tell myself so many things. That's spicy. Doesn't have any flavor. That is weird. I feel like I just ate an unseasoned piece of chicken. That was the spiciest thing I've ever eaten. Oh, man. I would tell myself a lot of things. A lot of it had to do with, respect my parents and value that time, knowing that I'm about to move across the country. My parents love me, and they did a great job. I feel like I could have done a better job honoring them. That would have been a big one. I think the biggest thing, though, is work hard and enjoy it.
Yeah.
And don't overlook it. So I know that's kind of 3 pieces of advice in one, but those were the 3 things that I take out the enjoyment thing, because I enjoyed everything I did. I've kind of always been that way. I can go to a funeral and have fun. I know that sounds terrible, but honestly, I like people, and I like food, and there are things there that I like celebrating life. But I didn't work hard in a lot of things, and I overlooked a lot of things. In high school, I was excited about college. In college, I was excited about my job. In my job, I'm excited about, I got this going on, and I'm excited about what we get to do tomorrow and the next day. So I have a hard time not overlooking things. So I tell myself, work hard, because it's worth it. Because when I got to college and even in high school, I dug myself into a lot of holes because I wasn't willing to work hard. And then also don't overlook it. Those would be the things that I would do. Because that would also have led my relationship with the Lord a whole lot better, because I did not work hard in my relationship with God. I overlooked it a lot. So,
Yeah, I think that's really good.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're not focused.
This one's spicy.
Yeah.
All right. No.
All right. Nick says, am I going to graduate? Because of this virus, I don't really care. Sorry.
I'm good.
Because of this virus, I don't really care about it because of sign of Christ's second coming. No school is great, but it's making me sad.
Good question, Nick. Destiny has the coronavirus, so she's dismissing herself to college. I'm just kidding. I hope not. Oh, man. This is the spicy one. Oh, yeah. Oh. That snuck up on me.
Is that the one from Korea?
Mm-mm. Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Arizona Gunslinger.
Oh yeah. I think that should have been the last one. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Oh man, okay. Is Nick gonna graduate? Nick, I'll tell you this. I'm speaking to all seniors too.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I spoke a little bit on it last night. There's a lot of uncertainty right now, and it's for everyone, but especially for you seniors, there's some uncertainty about will I get to walk? Will I get to finish the semester? I have faith in our leadership and our government. No, it's not perfect. And that is not a political stance. I'm not telling you, vote Democrat, vote Republican, like by any means, but I do have faith that whoever our governing authority is, they're working hard to figure out a system for our health, but also for our education system. It's one of the kind of cornerstones of America. And so I firmly believe that that's one thing that they're trying to figure out. So they'll figure out a system for you all to be able to graduate. As far as the uncertainty goes, we talked a little bit about last night. If you missed the message, go back and watch it. But God's got a plan through all this, and He's with us in it, and He's going to get us through it one way or the other, and it's going to work out better. Going back to the last question with the advice, I probably would have also told myself, like, don't worry about having everything figured out. I like figuring stuff out, and I like knowing where I was going, and I didn't mind uncertainty, but I like being able to figure out how this was going to work and all that stuff. Don't worry about that. The Lord's going to make it work out. As far as the signs of the second coming, yes, there is going to be a second coming of God. You can read about it all through this book, especially the book of Revelation and Ezekiel. This is not it, though. Pastor Chuck talks about, and if you've ever heard him, there is a virus or a disease. I believe it's the fifth trumpet that the angels will blow in Revelation. I can't remember, but will kill a quarter of the population of the world. This is not it. That's not to scare y'all. That's the Bible talks about it, and we can actually do a study on Revelation soon if y'all want. But this is not.
Yeah,
it.
That'd be really cool.
We're gonna recover from this. So, yeah. Good question, Nick.
All right. What is better, cats or dogs?
Dogs for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cats.
I have to second that.
Yeah, cats are the devil. They're awful. Yeah.
Cats are the devil.
No.
Dang, Jillian said you're the next Mariah Carey.
Thanks, Julie.
Oh, best friends worship edition. Can you do it?
Oh man.
Do you got to figure out like your right pitch?
Yeah, I am trying to listen. I've listened to Graves and Gardens and repeat. What's the first line? It's like, I can't remember.
I can't remember
how the song
either.
goes. It's such a good song though. I can't remember. I can't sing it for you because I can't remember the song.
Jonathan Regazzo says you can sing.
Thanks, boy. That's a hot wing. That thing.
Oh, somebody also recommended to mix all of the sauces together for the final one.
Okay.
Y'all trying to kill me out here.
That one's hot.
What are your 3 biggest pet peeves and why? Can I answer this?
Yeah, let's see if you get this.
All right, guys.
I think you'll get 2 of them.
Oh, I'm just gonna do 1.
Oh, you're just gonna do 1?
Yeah.
Dude, try to get all 3. Because I'm curious, because I don't have a ton of pet peeves. There are things that annoys me, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to put my finger on it.
Okay.
I can't feel my mouth.
Because
I can feel it, but I can't feel it at the same time.
You're doing good for that being the case. All right, guys. Sawyer does not enjoy entitlement. I know that's
a good one.
That's a big one for him. Entitlement, he is not a fan of. Would you like to elaborate? Good thing I'm answering these for you because you can't even breathe.
Entitlement. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. Keep going.
He hates.
What's entitlement? Tell him what entitlement is.
Entitlement is when you just expect something from someone. Like you think you deserve something even though you don't. I mean, no one really deserves anything. But if you just expect something, I guess it's expectations. Mm-hmm. Sawyer hates loud chewing. So it was probably my first, what would you say, my first week?
With the gum?
With the gum?
Yeah, first week.
First week on the job, probably a few days in, and I'm chewing gum because that's what, normal people do.
She comes into my office. My office is a small office. And it's actually, my office is bigger than what I thought I was going to get. I didn't even think I was going to get an office. But, golly, that's hot. But so anything that's like said or done or anything in there like is echoed.
It is amplified for sure.
Oh man, it's coming up through my nose. That's hot. Keep going.
Yeah, so I'm chewing gum and I walk in and he goes, before we even pray into this meeting, will you spit out your gum?
It wasn't that rude.
Yes, you are. He was very straightforward.
I think I apologized.
You did apologize
I said, I'm sorry.
You did.
I know this is rude, but before we do anything, can you please spit out your gum? I hate it.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
It
was like a backhanded.
And then it got like super aggressive. Yeah.
100%. And I was like, all right. And I did that twice that week because on accident. What else have I eaten that you've been like?
I don't know.
Anyways, so he hates those two. I don't know what I would say the third one is.
Those are two of the big ones. Yeah,
what's the third one?
Entitlement, I hate. Really bugs me. By the way, challenge yourself to not be entitled, and it'll help you out in life because you'll never be let down. I know that sounds kind of dark and depressing, but seriously, like having the attitude of I don't need this. This is a gift. Like every moment, every situation, every present, every day is a gift. And so it bugs me when people cancel, but if someone cancels on me, it doesn't wreck my whole world because to me, like I'm not entitled to their time or respect. I want it. And I think like relationships are a two-way thing, but I'm not entitled to it. I'm not really offended by it. When like someone is promising me a gift, like, oh, I got you something, here it is, and I never get it, I'm not entitled to it. It was a gift, so it doesn't bum me out. So I can't stand entitlement. It really bothers me when someone says, and I deserve this, like, hold up, this is hot.
That's it.
I do hate loud chewing.
Yeah.
Which is funny because some of the like most important people in my life are the loudest chewers in my life. My dad is the loudest chewer that I've ever met. My best friend Johnny, he can blow out some windows with how loud he chews. My little sister Molly, she's not a loud chewer, but when she eats with a fork or a spoon, she rubs her teeth up against it. And so, anyway, yeah. Third pet peeve, I don't know. I don't like being late to things.
Yeah. Overall, though, Sawyer's pretty what's it called? Easygoing. Yeah. I feel like.
Good question.
All right. Courage said, what are 3 biggest tips for seniors going into college?
This is funny. I actually did a life group in college for some high schoolers called 10 Things I Wish I Knew Before College. 3 biggest things to know for a senior going to college. First of all, get your relationship with the Lord right.
Yep.
Right now. You think it's hard in your high schools, have a relationship with God, you got no idea what's coming. And I know you guys go to a public high school and I went to a private Christian high school. Doesn't matter. College is a whole nother level. You will be surrounded by people who are, in high school, I know you're surrounded by the people who are doing these things that are leading you away from God. But in college, the whole atmosphere is encouraged. Like in high school, it's kind of like it's suppressed. I got to hide it from my parents. In college, you're being put on a pedestal and you're being asked to do it. Get your relationship right with the Lord right now, and it will help you out with the stress, with the peer pressure, with the failures, with everything, because all that stuff's coming. And the Lord needs to be your foundation. Don't do what I did and figure it out later. Figure it out now.
Yeah.
2, go into it with the mindset that you don't have to have it all figured out. I changed my major twice. My older sister, Madison, I think she changed her major like 9 times. I lived in 4 different places throughout college, or 3 different places throughout college. I learned a lot every single year. I made new friends. I went to all these places. You don't have to have it all figured out. And I know that's very, anxious, but it'll be okay. Don't have everything figured out. Go in with a flexible mindset and you'll have fun. Third is that go have fun. A lot of people go into it wanting to have too much fun. Like their goal in college is to party and have sex and do all that stuff, or their goal is to get a job. And a lot of people miss out on some really cool things that college has to offer, like learning to be independent, being surrounded by people that are all your age. That's really cool. Learning, like actually learning stuff is really cool. So yeah, those would be the three biggest things that I have to do is get your relationship right with the Lord, go in with a flexible mindset, not thinking you have to have it all figured out, and then go have fun. Yeah.
That's good. What inspires you?
What inspires me?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff. Inspires me, the Lord, and I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of. I'm not ashamed of them because the Lord has brought me out of them, but I'm also not proud of. But the thing that inspires me so much for this job is I've experienced the bad and I've experienced the good, and I'm so passionate about the good that I want you to experience it too. And so I want to communicate to you, you don't have to make all these mistakes. It's worth getting it right now. Don't do the same things that I did. That inspires me a lot. People inspire me. Anything with God inspires me. He's so, I mean, he continues to surprise me every single day. It's crazy. I get emotional talking about God. So it just anything with that. And then as far as motivation goes, this isn't, I consider it different than inspiring. I'm exterior motivated. So I like having authority in my life that is encouraging me and pushing me and challenging me. And I got great authority in my life here at this church. So like Talia, my boss, Pastor Chuck, they challenge me every day to be better. And so, yeah, this one's hot too.
That's good.
These two were the hottest though so far. This one's not bad.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Which one's the last one?
We're about to be on it.
Oh.
Any more questions?
Yeah. What is some stuff you've learned from ministry, and what would you share with someone who wants to go into ministry?
Ministry's hard. Don't go into ministry thinking that it's a cakewalk, because it's not. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of moving pieces. It's a lot of heavy stuff going on, but it's also so worth it. If you're on the fence of doing ministry or not doing ministry, because what's cool about ministry is, yes, I work at a church, but ministry isn't restricted to working at a church. God calls us to be in ministry. If you're a Christian, you're in ministry. And so what's cool about that is you can go into your job, you can go into a church, you can go into a family situation, whatever, and that be your ministry. So what I've learned about ministry is my ministry isn't restricted to HSM Tuesday nights. It goes a lot into hanging out with students in schools. It goes a lot into pouring into my roommates and my friends outside of the church, and being intentional with people and reflecting God to them. That's ministry. And so one of the things that I've learned about ministry is that it's hard but worth it. It's not restricted to a church. And that there's so many things I've learned. Big thing is just personal relationship with God is the most important thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that get so caught up in what Bible college did you go to, what training did you have, what experience did you have, all that stuff. God uses experiences, training, classes, school, all of that for his good and to prepare you. But more than anything, the thing that he uses most in my job is my personal walk with him, my quiet time, my prayer life, the worship that I give to him, the time that I spend with him. By far, not even close. It's like personal time with him, everything else, not even close. You want to go into ministry? Start diving into the word every single day right now and spend time in prayer. That is huge. That is every ounce of success I have in my life. Give credit to prayer, specifically on my mom's side. My mom spends hours and hours and hours every single day in prayer for me and for my sisters and my nieces and nephews and my brother-in-laws and families and friends. It's crazy. I believe that I have a ton of favor over my life, specifically because my mom has been praying over me since before I was born. So you want to do ministry? Know that it's hard but worth it. Know that it's not restricted to a job, and know that it is reliant on your personal relationship with God.
Yep, that's really good. All right. This one's so good, Allie. Biggest/funniest fail from any HSM night?
Oh, man. You can probably help me answer this.
Yeah, I definitely. There's so many, guys. We had no idea what we were getting into. We still don't. We still don't. Yeah, and this proved it. You guys are literally propped up on an oven mat.
One of the funny things about being the HSM pastor, I'm saving this wing for us. We'll do it together.
All right.
I'll have you warm it up first though, because it's pretty cold.
Okay.
But we can wait. One of the funny things about me being the HSM pastor is this is my first full-time job. Like I've had jobs.
Let's just soak that in.
I waited tables. I worked for the school. I worked for the graduate program at Alabama. I worked on a farm. In high school, I had like part-time jobs, but not really. Well, this is my first full-time job. And so I came here and it was like, people talk about like a learning curve. It was not a learning curve. It was learning something brand new, like brand spanking new, no experience at all. And so I learned it, and our church did a great job of like teaching me the culture and walking me through. And I remember Talia came to every single Wednesday night and Sunday night for like.
Talia saved our lives.
Yeah.
Talia's
like
amazing.
Months and months and months. And so they did a really good job. But still, there's a lot of just, we learn as we go and we try something. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And like, so there was a lot of trial and error. And there still is, but we're kind of getting the hang of it and kind of learning our culture. There's a few nights. There's one night. I don't remember what it was. It was when we were on Sunday nights.
Mother's Day?
It was Mother's Day or something.
It was Mother's Day.
And it was like Saturday before Mother's Day. So like Sunday's Mother's Day. And were you working for me yet?
Yeah. Or no, I wasn't, but I was like,
you were yet. I think you were
helping you.
Yeah. You were like in the application process.
Yes.
That's another funny thing is I've never had a subordinate. I've never like
subordinate.
Seriously, that's what like I've never hired anyone. And so
yeah.
like a couple months in, Talia's like, hey, let's start looking for a coordinator. I was like, okay, yeah, sure. And like I'm used to doing everything myself, and like I needed help, but at the same time
And this was before Jordan and Sawyer started dating.
I liked her and she liked me, and so I'm looking for someone to come in and be my coordinator, and she applied, and Talia and I talked about like, like if you hire her, like it's going to be awkward for you and Jordan and all this stuff. I was like, yeah, like whatever. But anyway, so figuring all that out. But yeah, there was a Sunday, I think it was we were in that hiring process, and like the Saturday, the day before, I texted you, I was like, hey, I think like, what have we thought about Mother's Day tomorrow? And it was like all of our team. It was like our lead team. And
yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, no, like what should we do? I was like, I think it'll be fine. Let's just do it.
Well, because there were so many holidays on Sundays. We had Memorial Weekend. We had all of the things that we were canceling so many Sundays. So we were like, guys, we have to just push through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it was.
So we were like, yeah, let's still meet.
Because Easter.
I think we maybe had 30 there. Maybe had 30 students there.
Maybe 30 with the worship team.
Yeah, it was bad. And I remember I planned a message, but I got on stage and I think I canceled it. I was like, guys, we're just gonna get in life groups and talk. Like it was awful. It was so awkward. That was probably HSM's low point since I've been here, because it was the culture. That was a great night for us because it was fun, and like I had fun with the guys.
We had one life group for girls and one life group for boys.
We were working so hard on like building attendance and culture and all this stuff, and then like it was awful.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably the biggest fail since I've been here, is that I planned a service for Mother's Day and no one came. Yeah.
It was rough.
Sorry, moms. All right, one more question, and then we'll do this wing, and then I'll answer a few more.
All right. What is your favorite memory from winter camp?
Favorite memory from winter camp. You can answer this one too. Oh man, winter camp was fun.
Everything about it.
I love being with those guys. I was in a room with some guys. That was fun. I think that night though, the Saturday night, I think it was. No. Was it Saturday night?
It was Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday night. We had already talked about idols. We'd already talked about SOAP, which is Scripture Observation Application Prayer. It's quiet time. And then that night we talked about just embracing the presence of God and how God's presence is always with us and that we need to take time to embrace it. And we had a really cool moment where we're in the gym. There's like this kind of acoustic setting. It was really weird. And I think it was uncomfortable for everyone at first, because I was basically said, hey, let's just take a second and do whatever God calls you to do, but let's tell them that we're listening and then listen to them, whatever. I think by the end of that, like 20 minutes later, I kind of blacked out because I was experiencing God too. I went and sat down and I was kind of there and like, but I think by the end of that night, every single person at winter camp, myself included, was just in tears, experiencing the presence of God. A lot of students gave their life to Christ. A lot of students signed up to be baptized that night.
Heck
that was
yeah.
part of the 16 students that got baptized a couple weeks ago. So that was probably my favorite memory. Yeah, that was. Other than that, it was being in that room with those guys and just hanging out with them the whole weekend.
Courage and Jeremiah both said hallway worship.
Hallway worship.
Parker,
that's another thing. That night led to, we went back and did life groups in our room. So girls were upstairs, guys were downstairs. Then all the guys just went outside and did hallway worship for like 30 minutes. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was really cool. Yeah.
Parker Black said hallway worship, but also he thought that he was the best part.
Yeah, Parker was in my room.
So of course, Parker, he thinks that you're great.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was amazing. I think start to finish, there was at one point when we were, I think everything about it was awesome. I mean, there was one point when the students were getting here and I looked over at you and I said, what are we doing?
Oh, yeah,
we are in over our head.
We had 2 tables out there with a couple sheets of paper and then a bunch of students just like waiting for the bus. And we were both like, what?
And the sheets of paper were blowing away. Yeah. Like it was our
guys,
check-in
when we tell you
system.
We're figuring this out as we go. Like we're being serious here.
Yeah. But for it to be like so just we had absolutely no idea. Like we don't usually know what we're doing, but that we went into it blind. Mm-hmm. Sawyer and I both had worked at youth camps, but I worked at a youth camp that has like 20 camps. They've been going on for like 80 years. They have a couple thousand kids every summer, so they know what they're doing. And then they come here and they're like, "Hey, let's do a winter camp." Yeah, the admin side we had never been a part of, and that was just wild. But to see like all the stress and all that stuff, like it was incredible. It was awesome. All right, guys.
Ask another question, then go heat up this wing.
Okay.
Please.
I was just about to say please. Oh wow, there's so many. I literally, what? What's the next one? Okay, you can talk hours for this. What's one thing that you can't live without?
One thing that I can't live without.
Where am I?
The kitchen back there. Didn't it have a microwave in there?
Yeah, I don't know if I have the key to get in there though.
It should be open.
Okay.
Yeah. If not, then we'll just eat it cold.
Chicken wing.
One thing that I can't live without, I'll do a few.
You have so many.
Because I'll be honest with you, it's nothing. I don't need anything to live. I really don't. I know that's once again very pastoral answer or whatever. I'm good. Like, you give me a napkin and I can entertain myself for hours, or you give me a one wheel, I'll entertain myself for hours. Like I'll have fun with whatever I'm doing, wherever I'm doing. I am very content in the Lord and the life that He has given me. So I don't need anything. But as far as the things that I have that I use the most, that I don't think I could live the life that I'm living now without, Jordan for sure. I'm in love with Jordan, and I cannot wait to spend the rest of my life with her. Sports, like Alabama football, Alabama basketball, watching, playing. I love playing basketball. I'm in this basketball league. That's how Destiny said she thinks that I'm still good at basketball. I love sports. I love competing. I'm very competitive. I consider myself athletic, but that's I guess up for debate. I don't think I could live without sports in my life. Family and friends for sure. Like I got so many people. That's been the biggest challenge with this wedding planning season is who to invite and who not to invite, because if I had it my way, I would invite every single person in my life because I just love people. And I have so many friends and so much family that I want to be there. Like I would love every single one of you to be there. But so that food, I love food.
This is hot.
I'm going to use it to stir it. Are you okay if I use it in my hand?
Yeah.
Sure.
Go for it.
Food, I love food. Wings are probably my favorite food, either wings or burgers, or like I love tacos. I love seafood, steak. What am I doing?
Do you want to scoot over to the right?
You want me to scoot over?
Yeah.
This way?
Yeah.
You want to grab your seat?
Wait, actually, I think I was. Yeah.
Yeah, food. What else?
Things that you can't live without.
Yeah, I said, I already forgot what I said. I said sports. I said family and friends.
Mm-hmm.
I said food. I don't remember what else I said. I love movies.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, obviously, like the Lord, my Bible, the church.
People.
But this is, yeah. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Other than that, I get entertained. I told him, I started off with, I don't need anything. I get entertained by pretty much
He could
anything.
just go outside and wander and he would be entertained.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
All right. How are we supposed to do this?
I don't know. I really don't know.
You.
Do you want to like pull apart the wing?
I'll just do one side. You do the other.
Okay.
Here we go. We're gonna mix it on both sides. This is all the sauces combined. I think this is just gonna taste nasty. I don't even think it's gonna be that spicy, but we'll see. All right, here we go.
Oh, you're really dipping it in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of sauce.
Yeah. There you go. I'm not yours.
Do I have to dip it in more? Is that good?
Go for it. It's not that bad. It's got a little kick to it, but it's not that bad. Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad at all. I taste more of those two than anything. No, it's good.
I'm chilling.
Yeah.
I also really like spicy food, guys.
I do too. So I'm really excited about this one. Was by far the worst, followed by this one.
Yeah, that was not bad.
This one was bad. I think these three were the worst right here.
Okay.
This one wasn't bad. These two weren't bad. No, this one was my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I think followed by this one. These three were bad. But I'm going to do this every Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start having some special guests on. So I actually want to hear from you. You want to go back over there and read some of their comments? I want to hear from you. We're closing out. What time is it?
We've been live for almost an hour.
Nice. Okay, we're almost done. I'm gonna do this every Wednesday. We're gonna have Hot Wing Wednesday every Wednesday, and I'm gonna bring on some special guests. I want to hear who you want to have. Obviously, like Brad Pitt, we're not getting, but like I can try to convince Pastor Chuck to do this. I can try to get, we can get Destiny. I can maybe see if Jordan can get off work and come. The hooligans, whoever y'all want to see, whoever you want to be a part of, whoever you want to ask questions to, let's keep doing it. But I did yesterday order 3 sauces off the internet that are supposedly extremely hot. They're going to be hotter than all of these. They're on the show called Hot Ones. I ordered the Last Dab, which is the hottest one they ever do. One called The Bomb, and I can't remember the other one called. So I'm excited for it. But so be tagging us on Instagram on your stories. DM us who you want to hear from. Comment. We'll be looking at all that stuff. Keep sending questions. Let us know, by the way, ideas of what you want us to do. We're going to be doing stuff every single day. We're having a meeting after this about some ideas that we have for things to do every day. You want to know content. You want to talk about the Bible. You want to talk about stories. You want to ask us more questions. You want to see us do more things. We have a couple ideas, but if you have any ideas, let us know. We'd love to hear them. We're going to have a lot of fun. So, in fact, I think we're going to go live again tomorrow at 2 p.m. again. Right,
Yep.
Destiny? Is that cool?
Yeah.
So tomorrow, live again at 2 p.m. Not sure what we're going to do yet. We have a few ideas, but we'll let you know. It's going to be really fun. In the meantime, Destiny, you have anything else to say?
No, I'm excited. This is fun, guys.
It is fun. We're learning. We're figuring it out.
If you have any suggestions, recommendations,
seriously, send them in.
Send them in, please.
This is day 1 of Hot Wings Wednesday. Stay tuned for more. Love you guys, and I will see y'all later. Signing out. You got to end it.
Sign out.
I'm just sitting here awkwardly.
All right. Bye, guys.
Dead. Bye.